or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Play action. They'll throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. On fourth down, here's the option. Flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Atlanta.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and Pitch complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Falcons.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
You got nothing. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Turn it up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Taken down.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Set up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Going for it all. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Jackson from the shotgun. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. To throw is Jackson. That's to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it. Check, 59. Watch the twist. Mike's 59. Quick.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
That's right, baby.
Now they're out there again to try once more. Again, Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Check three. Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Now Justin Coleman brings him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 28-0.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, 49ers. highlights here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoot. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Down and 7 yards to go.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gain of 14. First down, Atlanta.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Check your hot read.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Levante David in on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
That description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
This is McCaffrey.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.